So we have a working title for our project, which is actually courtesy de Carquet, the Big Green Footprint Project, which is a really important environmental instrument that connects data to value. So the background to the problem that our prize idea is going to solve is that the global population is using more natural resources than the world can sustain. It's really important for Europe to solve this problem because Europe is a huge consumer of natural resources, more than 2 times what is needed. We would also like to show environmental leadership for Europe and also use this as a driver for a sustainable economy. Who would benefit if the problem could be solved? Well, essentially it would be better natural resource management and design systems that would be used throughout Europe in industry and in communities, potentially leading to increase in biodiversity, decrease in poverty, increase in environmental health, social well-being, and addressing resource scarcity and other many effects of better use of natural resources. It's not been solved before, mainly because the global economic models do not value natural resources correctly. It's also due to political will, and it's a big and complex problem. The prize problem statement we have is to design a digital management system for Europe that would enable governments, businesses, researchers and citizens to more equitably value the world's natural resources in ways that are within existing limits. The team would need to build a network of partners, interdisciplinary partners from academia and also from government and industry. They would need to build a model to identify key variables and values, create an open framework, identify the gaps and limits of the model, communicate the impact of better management of natural resources, and demonstrate how the model can be applied to an economy, resource or region, etc. How will they know when they're succeeded? Well, essentially we would have a working software, a Big Green Footprint software, but also we would see changes in management systems and business models that respect environmental limits and properly value natural resources. The barriers to success are quite a few. I think most importantly it's political and industrial will, also the ambition scale complexity but not impossibility of the challenge. Also, practical change is implied in adopting this software in target groups. We also need to make sure that we identify the right partners, and also ideally we want to see global adoption and standardization of this kind of software use as a kind of kite mark for practice within business and industry. The impacts will of course not be immediate, and I think particularly important is that connecting data with value is specifically tricky on decision making in terms of how we actually value natural resources within software. Who might participate? Universities, NGOs, businesses, European societies and institutions, and the various stakeholders would include all of the above, together with potentially global governments, global institutions, communities and individuals. We think that the prize should be round about the 100 million mark. We think of it as being an equivalent to the Big Brain project, which is of a similar value. And this prize idea should be a top priority, simply because we really need an instrument for environmental management that does not just model and measure, but connects research to value. And also because it's a European project with potential long-term global impact. Thank you.